What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Neko Mimi Cafe podcast. My name is Gruzbee, and the Catgirl mascot is Fumi-chan. That's right. This is the podcast where I can talk about whatever I want, whenever I want, however I want, and there's nothing that can stop me except running out of coffee, which I'm in no danger of having that happen because I have a brand new fresh glass of iced coffee right here beside me. So anyway, welcome everyone. How you doing? Happy Friday. It is right now Friday, January 30th, 2026, and it's been over a month since my last attempted podcast episode. Yeah, I don't really know if we should talk about that one because that one was kind of a miss. You know, sometimes you do a thing and you think it's going to be great. You got it all up in your mind of how it's going to go. You've worked out all of the little teeny tiny details, and then you slap it up on the internet, and it doesn't work out quite the way you envisioned it working out. So yeah, that's kind of how that kind of went about. So moving on. We're going to be talking about games. I know it's everyone's favorite. It's like we can't not talk about games. If I'm not streaming games, if I'm not doing YouTube shorts with game stuff about it in it, then I guess I'm talking about it in the podcast. So yeah, if you guys have noticed for at least the past week, or since the 21st, I've been doing a lot of Arknights Endfield content. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of the fact that I have sold my channel's soul to play in Arknights Endfield. It is an absolute banger of a video game, despite what you may be seeing on the internet. I mean, every new gacha game that comes out is polarizing, right? If there's something that I have learned from playing gacha games, and I'm not a gacha game channel. I want to make that very clear. I want to make that very clear up front. I'm not a gacha game channel. I play gacha games. I've streamed gacha games, but I'm not a gacha game channel. At least I hope not. I don't think I am. I mean, if I continue down this path of playing lots of Arknights Endfield, it may end up happening. It may be one of those organic evolutions, you know. The channel started off one way and then took a nosedive into some other territory. But no, I played Azur Lane. That was probably my first foray into the world of gacha games. I can tell you this, as someone who has played, I would say, their fair share of gacha games. There's always going to be a new game that comes out, right? A new game that comes out, and people are going to be polarized about it. There's going to be some aspect to it that they're not going to like, and it's probably going to come down to the game's gacha system, the FOMO, something. I'm just going to level with you. There's something. And Arknights Endfield is no exception. It is no exception. Like weeks before this game came out, right? Weeks before it came out, all of the really brilliant mathematicians on the internet just took to their spreadsheets and started doing the math on the gacha system for Arknights. I'm sorry, for Arknights Endfield. I want to make it clear because there is another game called Arknights, which is connected to this game. I want to say very loosely, but it's more of a prehistory lore type of a thing that I don't want to get into in this episode of the podcast. Maybe I'll talk about it in a future one, but I'm not an expert on Arknights. I've played it some. I played it when it launched for a bit and realized that tower defense was not my thing. I wished the community all the best, and I very quietly made my way to other gacha games and other games in general. I'm not saying that Arknights is a bad game. I don't want anyone to confuse my words. Do not misunderstand what I'm saying. Just because a game is not for me does not mean that it isn't for you. You can have your game and enjoy it, and I don't have to be a part of it. There you go. Leave me alone. But yeah, they took to the internets, right? The math flowed freely. Everybody was trying to figure out the gacha system for Arknights Endfield. And I'm going to be honest, most of the negative reception that I've been hearing about Arknights Endfield has been because of the gacha system. I don't know, man. Come on. Every game has some variation of a gacha system. Some are going to be more favorable. Some are going to be less favorable. To me, a gacha is a gacha, right? It's not about whether you get all the characters or not. It's about how bad you're willing to take the effing over from the company that makes the game. Because they all have one thing in common. They want to make money. They want to make your money. They want me to want that character so damn bad that I reach for my wallet. That's simple. I think a lot of companies do that, really. I don't think it's just limited to gacha games. But you see it pretty blatantly with some. I think personally Arknights Endfield is, at least for right now, because we are in that 1.0 honeymoon phase where they're being very generous, or at least they're appearing to be generous, right? We've got events that give us stuff. We've got as you unlock different crafting and you master or level up crafting and open up new areas, you get some reward for that. And there's a gacha currency in that. So right now, everything it's raining gacha currency. It's raining these materials for leveling up your characters. You know, but where I think most gacha games, I think the true nature of a gacha game a true nature that shows itself, right? I think it's going to be like version 1.0. When we get to the next banner, I think that's going to be the true test, you know. So yeah, a lot of the negative reviews that I've been hearing, seeing, reading have all been pretty much related to the gacha system. And look, it's simple. They're not called gimme games. They're called gacha games. If you want to guarantee character, that's not going to happen. It's a different breed of game. It's a different kind of game. It's a different system. And if they don't get you with the characters, they'll figure out another way to get you. This is just, I think, sadly, this is just the world we live in when it comes to gaming. The monetization is brutal. You want to put a sexy waifu on your gun in Call of Duty or whatever shooter game? Yeah, it's going to cost you money. You want to change your hair color? It's going to cost you money. Everything costs money. But yeah, so anyway, I've been playing a lot of Arknights and I've been really liking it. I think, I'll be honest, I was worried. I was really, really worried going into the game. I'd been hearing about this game for a while. It had been on my radar. And I've just been, I've been quietly, just smiling and nodding and thinking, I don't know, man. What is this? What is this? And then I found out that it was going to have a factory mode. And I'm like, oh my God, that is, frick. Because I don't do factory games very well. That takes a level of obsession that I don't I haven't quite tapped into yet. But I thought, you know what? We're going to try it. We're going to try it. I watched some beta gameplay during one of the betas. Like everyone who participated in the beta, I think had a YouTube channel. If they didn't, they started a YouTube channel just so they could be an infield content creator. Yeah. So I watched a few live streams. I watched a little bit of the opening. I skipped ahead to some of the part that really bothered me. You know, the thing that I was worried was going to bother me was the factory, the factory crafting. It didn't look that bad. It didn't look that bad. It's like, okay, well, let's see what we got here. Now, to be fair, I think I probably suck at doing the factory part of it. You know, I'm definitely not min-maxing anything when it comes to getting my factory up. You know, but here's the thing. At least I have a basic understanding of how it works. It took me a minute. My God, if I had one complaint with this game is that for some of us, and here's the thing, then this is where I think the player base is definitely going to be split. Because just like some things can affect people different ways, right? Like monetization, for example. Monetization is an evil word. You see monetization and some people immediately uninstall, right? It's like, oh my God, the monetization is so bad. I'm done. I don't want to play this game anymore. I think people's tolerance for game bullshit is different depending on the person. So just like that monetization triggering a person can be different. Like I'm pretty indifferent to monetization. At this point, I've kind of accepted that that's kind of the way that most games are going to operate. Gacha games in particular are going to really focus on trying to get you to open up your wallet. That's just kind of their nature, right? But for me, I'm one of those people that I'm not necessarily I can't just read something and immediately it clicks. I have to read it, I have to see it done, and I have to get my hands involved. Once I've done that, I'm fine. But, yeah, there are people who are way more intuitive than that. You know, they have an ingenious level of comprehension, and they're able to just look at the patch of land that the factory goes on and intuitively know how all of this crap fits together. So again, the player base is kind of split here. You've got poor dumbasses like me that are sitting here going, my God, I need a simpler handbook. Come on. How do you make medicine? That was like my first foray, making medicine. And the game even has a hands-on tutorial, but I swear to God, it was not easy because some things you just kind of have to still figure out on your own. Go figure. Some people have that intuitively figured out. They look at it and they immediately know what to do with the factory. Not me, apparently. So yeah, there's some polarization when it comes to the factory. People who struggle are going to find it really, really cumbersome. People who find it intuitively easy are going to find it way too easy, downright boring. I think Arknights Endfield, I don't know if it should have been both. Like, it's a game that has a lot under the hood. And it's almost like it was trying to be two games at once. A very heavy resource management game with a massive emphasis on crafting, and you also had a gacha game with story and fighting and all that cool stuff. So it's really, at times it feels like it it kind of teeters back and forth. You know, one side it's the factor game, and the other side is a gotcha game, and yeah. So it's no wonder that people are polarized on it. I think hopefully at some point the community is going to settle down. Settle down as in the people who don't like the game are going to move on. And the people who do like the game are going to settle in. They're going to lock in. And, we'll all go on our merry way. And then we're going to go in for the war of attrition. You got to love those. Let me see. What's a game that does that really well? Right. Wuthering Waves and Honkai or Genshin? I don't know. I play Zenless Zone Zero and I play Wuthering Waves. I like both of them. In my opinion, they're both peak. Do they have their problems? Oh, absolutely. Oh my God, they have their problems. Wuthering Waves has a problem where as a casual player, as a passive player, I want to make that clear. I'm a casual passive player. I'm not an aggressive player on Wuthering Waves. So whenever I play, I'm in it for the waifu collecting. Now, the problem with Wuthering Waves is you have a ranking system that incrementally increases the difficulty of the game world every time you level this up, every time you rank up, right? And by doing so, you then need to rank up your characters. You need to rank up your team. Now, all of the new characters that come out their rank up materials are locked to their region. And I wish it wasn't so. Because I'm not there yet. Because I'm a slow ass player. Maybe I should just buckle down and finish the game. Get caught up. But that's neither here nor there. What bothers me about a game is not going to necessarily bother somebody else. Other people are going to be like, oh, this is easy. I can do this in my sleep. Well, good. Do it in your sleep. While you're at it, do mine too. But anyway, Zenless Zone Zero is also not perfect. There are things about it, you know? Like, I'm going to be honest. I get confused in that game. Like, I feel like it took me 3 times as long to figure out how to navigate that thing. Because they don't call anything... There's kind of a naming convention that goes with gacha games, right? You understand what the, on a fundamental level, on a foundational level, you understand what some of the materials are for. You kind of intuit it, right? When you hear something like artifact, you kind of know what that does, right? You just kind of know. And Zenless Zone Zero, it feels like they went out of their way to deliberately F with me when it comes to naming different materials. Because it's like, okay, well, I need a material for this, and this. And we're going to change their names to something really weird, and you're not going to have any idea what goes where. But I feel like it's gotten better. Some stuff feels like it may have been streamlined, or maybe it finally clicked. I don't know. I feel like it's easier to level up a character in Zenless than it is in Wuthering Waves. Personal opinion here. Arknights, it may be the same thing, but I'm also kind of hitting a little bit of a wall right now. It's a progression wall. They don't want you just jumping right to the end of the game, despite the fact that 2 days before Arknights Endfield came out, right? Let me see. There were all kinds of YouTube videos popping up. Best tips and tricks, how to go from 0 to 60 in 1.1 second flat. Here's my favorite. Don't pull wrong. Dude, what the hell? It's a gacha game. It's RNG, bro. How are you going to tell me not to pull wrong? My God. Like I can control the random number generator. Don't pull wrong. Don't use the wrong sword. What if the wooden sword of Agamemnon is all I got? What if the only piece of gear I've got that's worth the crap is the cardboard shield? Don't pull wrong. It's amazing. Amazing. I should do that. I should make some videos calling myself well, it's like what is it? They're all over YouTube. I watch a few people who have this claim to fame, right? Professional this or professional that reacts to something related to their profession. Professional, here's one that I see a lot. Professional vocal coach reacts to song that they've never heard before. Yeah, okay. I want to be a professional. I'm going to do a couple of videos. I should do some videos. Professional game player reacts to game playing. That's stupid. Nobody would watch that. Then again, they might. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. I think I may have gotten off here. Arknights Endfield, it's going to consume my channel. There's no doubt about it, at least for a while. Now, I haven't given up on the other stuff. Destiny 2 is not in a good place right now. I just kind of fell out of... It just kind of disinterested me. Once I got through the Star Wars stuff, I didn't have any desire to really stick around. It just felt too much same, you know, and not enough not enough ooh la la. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm done with it. We're going to have to see. I haven't even really been keeping up with a lot of the other content creators that talk about it. I've been kind of just keeping up with Overwatch 2, and I will be doing more Overwatch 2 streams. But I made a decision when Arknights Endfield came out that I was going to at least buckle down and see this game through. At least try to catch up to the story. Do all of the available story. I may not stream some of the side quests or character quests or anything like that, but I don't want the same thing to happen to Endfield that happened to my Let's Plays of Wuthering Waves. Like right now, I'm so far behind on Wuthering Waves and Zenless Zone Zero, I don't think I'm ever going to catch up. I would need to do a week worth of streams to catch up. I'm still stuck in flipping Renacida in Wuthering Waves, and I think I'm at the start of chapter 3. I don't remember. In Zenless. I don't remember where I'm at. I'm at an interlude. I know that. I think I'm at the second interlude. I do believe. So I don't think I'm massively behind in Zenless. But I don't stream my story progression in Zenless. Zenless is more of a game that I just kind of stream when I'm bored. But yeah, hopefully. Speaking of gacha games, since we're here talking about that, like all of you guys care. Remember, this is my channel. If you're watching, you have to care. It's in the fine print. But speaking of gacha games, I did sign up for the new beta. I think it's a new closed beta for Neverness to Everness. I don't know if I'm going to get in, but it would be nice if I did. And if I do, I will try to get some content out for that. I don't know if they're going to let me stream it or not. I don't know what the rules are. I feel pretty confident that they're going to let us stream it because I keep seeing all kinds of videos, you know, here's my 100 hours of the beta of whatever game. Must be nice, right? To get early access like that. Play the game and make all that content, get all those views and all those clicks. Yeah, I'm not jealous at all. I'm not I'm not jealous in the least. Ooh. So anyway, that might happen. If that does, then I'm obviously going to have to take a small break from Endfield, which is going to suck. I would like to get back to doing 2 streams a night. Man, the channel was on fire last year, around April and May and in June. Like, that was peak. And then YouTube just, like, whoever is in charge of YouTube decided to just take a big, hot, steaming one all over everyone. Like, I didn't even realize, right, that this change had happened. It was so organic. It was so easy. It's the homepage, right? When you go to the YouTube homepage and you look, right? I'm looking at it right now. And it's got 3 big thumbnails across the top. I did not realize that before. It was either, what was it, 5 or 6 thumbnails? They're filling up the billboard. I don't have a room anymore. People actually have to start scrolling. You know where my videos get recommended at? In the sidebar. That's where they get recommended at. Flippin' sidebar. So naturally, if somebody's not looking at the sidebar, they're probably not going to see my stream or my video or whatever. I don't know. YouTube is just really, they've taken a medieval baseball bat and they just beat the living shit out of my channel. Maybe I should just kind of go in on more podcasts. I don't know. I know one thing's for sure. I don't want to do shorts for a while. I feel like even though everyone says that YouTube shorts and YouTube long form videos are now 2 totally separate things and one does not affect the other, I still don't trust that. Doesn't mean I'm going to stop entirely, but I don't want to like go all in on shorts either. That's just not the direction I want to go. I don't think most of my streams are that intriguing. I didn't say interesting. I said intriguing. You got to be a little intriguing when it comes to YouTube shorts, I feel like. But yeah, did not mean to get off on YouTube. So yeah, Gacha games. Arknights Endfield, I'm going to be doing more of that. Hopefully, knock on wood, I will be able to do another stream tonight. I won't be too tired. And then, like I said, if Neverness to Everness, I'm able to get in. I think there's just a couple of days left before the beta goes live or whenever. They're going to probably start sending out notifications soon. It's either 2nd or 4th day of February. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah. But I think once coming back around to Arknights, I think once things calm down a little bit, once people settle into their groove, once people actually understand how the gacha system works, and I'm not saying that I do entirely, I have some general idea of how it works. I'm just not going to hang on any pity system. I don't want to trust a pity system. Wuthering Waves has broken me when it comes to pity systems, man. Like, I have lost every 50-50 in Wuthering Waves. Now, is it nice that the pity system carries over? Yes. I will give everyone that. I think that is kind of a fail. Is it the end of the world? No, they can fix that. That's something that can be fixed. Let me explain. So you've got, say, 100 pull, and I'm using random numbers here. I'm not giving you actual numbers. This is an example, right? So you've got 100 attempts to get a character. And if you don't get that character in 100 attempts, on the 100th attempt, you get the character, the featured character from the banner guaranteed, right? Now, at some point, a 50-50 kicks in, which is 50% of the way through. So if you don't get the character at 50 pulls, then the 50-50 pity system comes in, and you have a 1 in 2 chance of getting the character. A 50% chance for one pull only, the featured character gets a rate up of 50%. So you either will or you won't get the character. Then if you do get the character, great, the pity system gets reset all the way back down to 0, and now you've got to work your way all the way up to 100 again to get a guarantee. Or get another 50-50. Arknights doesn't do that. Oh, wait, well, I'm getting ahead of myself. So if also, let's say you hit your 50-50 and you lose the 50-50. And this is a strategy. I've done this. You lose the 50-50 and you're thinking, man, I don't have enough pulls to get the featured character now. I've got 3 days left on this event, on this banner. The character's not going to happen, but I know that there's a character coming in the next banner that I think I can get. So let's say you're at 75 pulls, right? So this current banner ends, the new banner starts. You're still at 75 pulls. You've already lost your 50-50. And you're well on your way to a actual 100% guaranteed character. You're just saving it for the next banner. You didn't get the one before, but it's all right, because just like every gacha game, the next banner character looks even better. So it's a win. And in the time allotted for the next banner, you are able to scrounge up those pulls and you get the character and everybody rejoices. Arknights Endfield doesn't have that. If you don't get the character in the whatever attempts, 120 attempts, I think, it doesn't roll over. You can't save that for the next banner. And I think I know why, and that's because the character does not go away. The character gets reallocated to a sub-featured character of the next 2 banners. So even if you don't get the featured character of banner number 1, there is a chance you could lose the 50-50 on banner number 2 and get the character. Or not. But I do think that the pity system does need to carry over. It would be, let me just say this. It would be in any company's best interest. I think that it would be it would be a good look for a company to do this. Other games do it. I think it would be a good look. It would definitely be a step into the positive. If people felt like they had a shot, then that would definitely alleviate some stress. Because like I said, most of the 1-star reviews, most of the negative reviews are all about the pity system. They're all about the gacha system. Either they don't fully understand what the gacha system's about, or they heard someone had a real bad time on the gacha system, or they went in and they blew all of their gacha in the first 5 minutes and they didn't get any character that they wanted, and so the game sucks. If they felt like they had a little bit of an insurance policy, I think that would make them feel a lot better. And I think that the game definitely needs to do that. What the game also needs to do, holy Lord, is get rid of the memo beacons. Hang on, I gotta get some coffee here. Okay, so you guys know about how in Elden Ring, right? You can walk up and there'll be like a glowy spot on the ground, and it'll be like some notation that a previous player has jotted down, you know? 3 steps to the left and 1 step to the right, and slash your sword and spin around and do the do-si-do. And you can leave like these little community notes in the game. Arknights Endfield has something like that. You can leave little community notes within reason. Within reason. They're called memo beacons, and you can set one up and using like emoticons, right? And arrows and images, you can write out like a passage, right? Like ahead, danger, enemy, or jump up, good, or jump up, look great, or something like that. It's pretty basic, but it's ways for the community to like spotlight little things that they found in the game. Oh boy, how could that possibly go wrong, right? Can't imagine. Can't possibly begin to tell you how much of a pain in the ass this system is. In addition, you can also create methods of getting around. So in Arknights Endfield, it's a pretty big map. And you don't want to spend your time walking around. I do. I enjoy walking around. I enjoy taking in the scenery. I like stopping and smelling the roses. But they have this traversal system called a zip line that you can set up. And you can set up 2 towers. You power the towers with electrical beacons, and you give them energy, and then you can zip along between these zip lines. And other players can set them up, and they'll be available in your world. They can also set up automated turrets and storage boxes to help you out. And it's very thoughtful. I'm not going to deny it. Sometimes they're very thoughtful. But more often than not, they break the immersion. They break my immersion. I'll give you guys an example here. I'm going to show you a picture here. I'll show you a couple of pictures of what I'm talking about. So this is my first time playing the game. I'm going through the game, and people who have gone ahead and have done this area before I did, maybe they found the location of a hidden treasure chest, or they found an object in the game, you know, a collectible, something for you to do. And there is a lot of collectibles in each map in the game. Some of them are hidden. Some of them require a little test, some parkour. And every place I go, there's always people putting up a memo beacon, ahead, up, jump, good, like, or something to that effect. Basically, up there is going to be some hidden treasure. Go look there. I don't want that. I don't want people spoiling the game. It feels very spoilerish to me. It feels very spoilerish. You know, I don't want people telling me where everything is in the map. And then they'll put their zip lines like literally in the middle of the road. They'll just put shit anywhere. And it ruins the immersion of my game. I play games to lose myself into the game world. I put myself in that game world. I want it to be an immersive, flippin' experience. And when I am in it, I'm immersed in this world, right? I'm immersed. I'm submerged. I'm up to my neck in this world. I'm feeling it. I'm living it. I'm breathing it. I'm eating it. And I come to a cliff and I see 3 effing memo beacons telling me to jump off, that it's good. F you guys. Bunch of flippin' effing trolls, man. It's just noise. It's just graffiti at this point. You're trolling. Why? I don't understand. Do they really think people are that damn dumb that they're gonna just blindly jump off of a cliff into the water for some treasure? You know what I did the first time I saw one of those beacons? I stepped up to the edge of the cliff. I looked over the side of the cliff. You know what I saw? I'll tell you what I saw. Certain death. No treasure. So I think my biggest problem with Arknights Endfield is that system right there. There's a bunch of other things, little tiny things that I feel like they could change that would benefit me, but by and large, I think the biggest thing that they need to do is give me a way to opt out of this bullshit. I don't want to see it in my game. I don't want your notation. I don't want your help. If I wanted your help, I would invite you to my game and we could do this together in a cooperative experience, but they didn't make it a cooperative experience. At least I don't think so. Not yet, anyway. It's just, to me, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. It's very spoilery. It's very trollish. A lot of times it's very childish, and it takes me out of my game experience. I have to then, I'm in the middle of I'm in the middle of a story mission, and I have to stop and take time out of what I'm doing to go delete these stupid messages because they're junking up my scenery. That's my scenery. That's my factory, bro. I wish I could report the player, but you can't. I mean, you can report players for things, but they don't have an option for spamming. I wish they did. I wish I could just block a person and that would block their I mean, that would be simple. Just block the person. It would also block their memo beacons. It would block their factories or facilities that they constructed, their zip lines and storage containers and whatnot. If I could block the person and that would happen, I'd block everybody. But it isn't that kind of a game. The game does require some cooperative interaction. You make friends and friends can send you blueprints, which is good. But I also, at the same time, want to figure out setting up factory production lines myself. You know, I want to overcome that challenge myself. And you can also go to your friend's ship and you can sell stuff. You can buy low, sell high on their ship. It's a whole economic thing going on. So I get the need to have a cooperative experience, but at the same time, I also get the need to have an opt-out button. Please. I need that. But aside from that, I think the game is still pretty good. I'm still enjoying it. I really don't know what I have planned for the channel going forward. Ever since last September? Was it September? Yeah, ever since last September, the channel has just been really in a bad spot, just like it was at the start of last year. You know, I found a really great stride, but thanks to a lot of the updates that have been going on, especially with, like, you know, YouTube changing the home page and their implementation of more artificial intelligence bullcrap, their absolute total head over heels love affair with YouTube shorts and slop. They're short slop. The YouTube short slop machine. Just push a button now and you can have your YouTube automatically make a sloppy, slurpy, sloppy short video for you for easy. God. Ever since they started making these changes, my channel has just dropped. It is dipped. It is absolutely dipped. But I'm hoping that if I'm stubborn, is that the word I'm looking for, or dumb? I'm not sure. Stubborn or dumb, I might be able to ride this out. So, yeah, maybe it'll happen. Other games that are coming out, surprisingly, there's a few games that I have that I do want to play, like, let me see. What is the game? I can't remember now, but there is a game that I want to play that I have in my Steam list. Let me bring up my Steam real quick and look. Oh my God. I have so many games that need to be updated. I want to get back into playing more Fields of Mystria, that's for sure. I enjoy a good farming game. Onirism, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. That looks like a cute, fun, casual, cozy game. Let's see, what else? Well, we do have some great games coming out this year. Neverness to Everness is coming out. And then at some point, Ananta is coming out. I have no idea if those two games are going to be good. Chances are they're going to launch. It's going to be just like Arknights Endfield. People are going to have a problem with it. It's going to get a bunch of 1-star reviews. And, you know, we're going to continue this vicious cycle until the comet comes and takes us all away. But, yeah. There are definitely some games coming out. I don't think Ananta even classifies as a gacha game anymore. There's no gacha for the characters. You just you play the game and you unlock the characters, and where the monetization is at is in the cosmetics. And oh my God, please, thank you. I know that gacha games make a lot of money, but if you want to talk about a game, can't believe I'm about to say this, but if you want to talk about an aspect of gaming that I can get behind, like if you want me to give you all my money, okay, let me make sure. Let me get my microphone closer. Hang on, I need a drink of my coffee. Are you ready? All right, here we go. Let me get in really close here. All right. Are you listening? Good. Because here we go. If you want me, all right, to spend all my money, like all of it, if you want all the money there is, every last damn dime in the universe, make a game, make characters that look good, and make cosmetics that we can buy. Are you listening? That will make the character look better. And you will have all the money. Let me customize my character how I want with cosmetics. You will have all the money. Let me buy a player home and fill it with shit. You will have all the money. It's as simple as that. It doesn't get any more simpler than that. If you want all the money, give me a reason to dress up my... Well, the game is also got to be fun. It can't be on just any game, right? Give me a game that's fun. Give me a game that's compelling. Give me at least a half-ass decent story. A reason to keep logging in every day. You know, I got to have some longevity here in my gameplay. Give me a reason to stream this game every day to the masses, right? Let me buy that sexy outfit. You know, give me a maid outfit. Give me a painting of Vincent van Gogh from my apartment. Let me change the carpet. Let me change out the tablecloth. Let me put on some tennis shoes. Let me change my hair. My God, you give me options like that, you're gonna get all the money. It's simple. Because I would rather give you money for something because to me, for some reason, that's more of an investment than spending money on a character that is going to be meta for all of this banner. And then the next banner is going to come out, and that's going to be the next meta character. You see where I'm going with this? Gacha games have a tendency, and I'm not saying all of them, but gacha games have a tendency to really really juice up the next banner character as being the one. This is a new character. It's the one right here. It's the one you need. And then you get the character, and then, oh my God, there's another character coming out. I don't want to spend money on that. That's almost like a throwaway business practice. It's like a throwaway consumerism, right? It's like, be honest. Be honest. How many of the characters do you actually use in a gacha game? Right now in Wuthering Waves, I'm still kind of stuck with they're not really my starter team, but they kind of ended up being my starter team. I'm stuck with Encore. Oh God, I can't remember her name now. The Flower Girl. And the Paintbrush Girl. Oh my God, I can't remember their names. Every time I close my eyes, all I'm seeing is Arknights. Hang on, let me look this up. I don't want to get their names wrong. Wuthering Waves characters. Let me see here. Character list. Okay. All right. Here is the team that I've got in Wuthering Waves that I've been using now for 2 years. At least it feels like 2 years. Going on 2 years, probably. Encore. Zeji. And where is she at? Where is she at? Verena. All right. Almost called her something else. Encore, Zeji, and Verena. That is my main team. And the reason that they are my main team is because it's not that difficult to level them up. All of their level up materials are relatively within reach. Everyone else that I've got to travel miles into regions that I haven't even unlocked yet. So I can't even fight the bosses that drop their materials. So they're kind of stuck. But I mean, honestly, of all the characters that I've got, I don't use them all. Who does? I want it like I would love a show of hands. How many of you can't use them all at the same time. You're limited to 3 at a time. I mean, obviously there's people who may have like a team for this and a team for that and a team for this over there. But at the end of the day, I feel like most people are going to have 1 or 2 teams that they really focus on, and they just kind of collect the other waifus. I'm not going to spend money for something that I'm not really going to use. If I'm spending money on a banner, I'm going to try to get some use out of the character for a while. But when it comes to a game with cosmetics, oh man, I don't know why. It's probably, I don't know, how long are you gonna wear that outfit? I might wear it a week, but I love it. I don't know. Maybe I'm built different, but like I said, if you want all the money, just forget this gacha shit. Forget the gacha thing entirely. No pity, no 50-50. Just give us characters, right? Make the characters available to us every season and say, guys, we're introducing 2 new characters that you can get just by playing the game. Boom. Boom. 2 new characters. Okay. But where it really comes in, where they really get me, where they will, is in cosmetics. And this season, exclusively, Act Now will give you 15% off of this character's exclusive one-of-a-kind leather jacket. Oh! Behave my aching wallet. Anyway, that's what I'm all about. I think if gacha games wanted to really make a lot of money, they should go into cosmetics. Would it be as much money as what they could potentially earn from whales spending thousands of dollars on banners? Hell no. They're not going to keep raking in hundreds of millions of dollars a quarter. But they would be guaranteed money, you know? I don't know. It's like asking a company to deliberately cut their wallet in half and take a hit for the fans, for the players. And I think there's going to always be a disparity there. So we kind of end up with what we end up. So and I really hope that when Ananta comes out and it has this model, that it works. Because those are games that I don't mind buying a season pass for, even if they're $10 a month. Like take Overwatch. I think I purchased every season pass for the last, at least the last year, right? Because we get the new characters for free. The season pass gives me currency, gives me trinkets and crap. And then when character costumes come out, I'll spend for that. I don't mind. And if there's 50,000 players like me that will do that, that's money. Anyway, yeah, so that's pretty much it. I just wanted to kind of yak. I wanted to flap my mouth flaps. Talk about what's going on with the game. We are playing Arknights Endfield. I am very much liking it. It is a very polarizing game right now, but I feel like at some point it's probably going to settle down. People are going to lock in, or they're not going to lock in. I kind of expected this. I anticipated within the first week that people were either going to be, they were going to take to the factory building process, or they weren't, and that was going to be one of the things that was going to filter out a lot of casual players. Here's the thing that happens with free games, especially with gacha games. It's free, right? They've been hearing it hyped up. It costs them nothing. Same thing for me. If I install a game that's free and I don't like it, I'm going to find out within the first few times I play it. I'm going to find out within the first week, and then I'm going to move on. It's happened before. There have been other gacha games that I've been... Tower of Fantasy is one. I was there day one of Tower of Fantasy, and I played, I don't know, maybe a month, and then I moved on. My filter was broken, I guess. There have been other gacha games I played, and then I moved on. And I think that we're going to see that with any gacha game. People are going to install it out of curiosity, and then they're going to move on. So, anywho, with any luck, I will be doing some streams tonight, and maybe I'll do another podcast episode over the weekend. These are fun. I need another topic to talk about. Something interesting. Something very interesting. Maybe we'll talk about some of the memes that are happening. Because, oh my God, I can tell you this right now. Arknights Endfield, the fans are cooking. The fans are cooking those memes. They are in their kitchens. They got the gigantic witch's cauldron, and they got the giant spoon, and they're stirring the shit out of those memes. My God, the memes are amazing. The memes will sell this game straight up if you're even mildly interested. I'm gonna have to put some of those on my Discord probably. I've been saving some. I may have to do a showcase or something. But anywho, that's all I've got, guys. I need to go do something positively constructive with myself, rather than sit here and talk about Arknights Endfield. Maybe I should go play it. I don't know. Anyway, thank you guys so much for stopping by and hanging out. Thank you for indulging my... Do I want to say selfish? Indulging my my playthrough of one game and not jumping around for a while, because there will be more. I hope you guys have also been having a great year. January has been weird. We've been really cold this past week, and I hope you guys have been safe. Hope you've been safe, and I hope that you're taking care of yourself. And I hope all is well with you. So, anywho, thank you all for listening to the Neko Mimi Cafe podcast and for hanging out. If you got comments or anything, definitely put those in the comment section down below. And of course, if you want to hear more, if you want to encourage me to do more podcast episodes, talk about random stuff, randomly generated topics. There we go. We'll talk about it like that. Randomly generated topics, probably game related, maybe anime related. Then all you have to do is like and subscribe. Show the YouTube algorithm that you care and that it should care and that it should recommend my video to a lot of people, because that's the only way that this channel is not going to go down the pooper this year. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully YouTube doesn't F over the small channel so much that we all line up to take a big nosedive down the pooper. But anyway, I digress. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. If you want to help support the channel directly, you can. I've got links for stuff like Patreon. We have channel memberships here on YouTube, so you can get in on that. And of course, if you don't want any of that, but you still want to support the channel, because every little bit helps, you can just buy me a coffee. There's a link for that too. So anywho, have a great day, everyone. Keep being awesome. And I will see you all in the next podcast. Bye.